Welcome back to RF Coins. Today, we're diving deep into one of the most mysterious and money-making pieces of American numismatic history, the 1975 Lincoln penny. Yes, that tiny copper coin you might have sitting unnoticed in a drawer, a piggy bank, or even jingling in your pocket, might just be worth far more than you ever imagined. Stick around, because this isn't just any old cent. This is a coin with a story, a value rising in the market, and a powerful place in American coin history. Scene changes. Zoom in shots of various 1975 Lincoln pennies, both circulated and uncirculated, with slow background music. Narrator: the 1975 Lincoln penny, minted during a period of economic transition, war tensions, inflation spikes, and the changing cost of metals. But more importantly, it was a year just before one of the biggest changes in American coin design, the bicentennial wave of 1976. Let's rewind for a moment. The Lincoln cent was first introduced in 1909, commemorating Abraham Lincoln's 100th birthday. It was the first U.S. coin to bear the face of a president, and since then, it has become the most collected coin in the entire country. But the 1975 Lincoln penny, oh, that one has its own legend. In 1975, the U.S. Mint struck over 5.4 billion Lincoln pennies from the Philadelphia Mint and nearly 4.5 billion from Denver. That's billions with a B. So what makes this common coin so special? It's all in the details. The mint errors, the varieties, the pristine conditions, and the scarcity of high-grade full red coins, these are what turn an ordinary 1-cent coin into a collector's jackpot. And here's the shocking part: the current top market value for some rare or pristine 1975 Lincoln pennies is touching as high as $898.064. You heard that right. Almost $900,000. For a coin you could have found in change. What should you be looking for in your 1975 Lincoln pennies? Let's break it down. Some 1975 pennies show double die obverse errors, where the lettering on "In God We Trust," Liberty, or the date, 1975, appears to have a shadow or double image. These coins can easily fetch hundreds or even thousands of dollars depending on condition. These are when the coin is not struck properly, and a portion of the design is missing. Some off-center errors with high visibility and the full date intact can sell from $50 to over $500. Visible raised lines or lumps on the coin from worn-out dies, these are collector favorites. The bigger and more dramatic the flaw, the higher the price. Coins graded by PCGS or NGC as MS66RD or higher are incredibly rare and can command astronomical prices. Why? Because most circulated pennies turn brown or red-brown over time. A full red penny is a gem in the copper world. Here's what the 1975 Lincoln penny could be worth in today's market: 1 to 10 cents, still spendable. Between $1 and $20. $50 to $500 depending on luster and strike quality. $100 to several $1,000s. Up to $898.064 or more. Yes, that's how rare and in demand the top grades are. Why is the value rising so fast? Well, it's a combination of increasing collector interest, inflation in the coin market, and the limited surviving population of pristine 1975 cents. Coin grading services like PCGS and NGC confirm that fewer than 10 examples of MS67 plus red 1975 pennies exist. That's why when one hits the market, the bidding goes through the roof, and with every passing year, fewer of these coins remain in collectible condition. So, next time you see a penny, don't just toss it in a jar or ignore it. It could be a key to the past, and maybe even a future payday. Subscribe right now to RF Coins because this is just the beginning. We're bringing you more rare finds, secret coin hunting tips, and real collector stories from around the world. Have you ever found a rare 1975 penny? Or do you want me to analyze your coins for possible treasure? Drop a comment below. I read every single one. And if you enjoy hunting for history, collecting coins, or investing in numismatic gold, smash that like button and share this video with your collector friends. This has been RF Coins, where every penny has a story, and every story could be worth a fortune. Keep searching. Keep collecting, because the next big coin might just be in your hands. See you in the next video. Let me know if you'd like a short version, translate. Today, We are diving deep into the world of a coin that looks ordinary, but can actually be worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars depending on its condition and variety. That's right, we're talking about the 1984 D. Lincoln penny. A small copper coin with a big story, hidden treasures, and jaw-dropping market values. If you have a coin jar sitting at home or spare change rattling in your car, don't overlook those pennies. Because one single 1984 D. Lincoln cent could be worth up to $898.064 depending on its condition, rarity, and demand. Let's break down everything, from the coin's history, design, errors, and collector value, to the current market trends that are shocking even seasoned numismatists. The Lincoln cent has been a staple of American currency since 1909, introduced to commemorate the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth. It replaced the Indian head cent and was the first U.S. coin to feature a real person. Fast forward to 1984, the Denver Mint struck over 5.5 billion pennies with the D mint mark. These coins may seem common, but here's where it gets exciting. Certain 1984 D. Lincoln cents are extremely valuable due to errors, varieties, and minting quirks that happened during production, and we're not just talking a few extra cents. In pristine condition, some coins are fetching hundreds of dollars, with rare varieties and certified pieces reaching close to $900 or more. By 1982, the U.S. Mint shifted from 95% copper pennies to a composition of 97.5% zinc with a thin copper plating. That means your 1984 D. Lincoln penny is most likely a copper-plated zinc coin, weighing 2.5 grams. The obverse features the classic bust of Abraham Lincoln designed by Victor David Brenner, while the reverse displays the Lincoln Memorial, introduced in 1959, replacing the wheat design. But it's not just the design that excites collectors, it's the minting mistakes and rare double dies that make them incredibly valuable. So what makes one penny worth just 1 cent, and another nearly $900 or more? Coins in mint state are much more valuable. Coins with enter strikes, broad strikes, or die cracks can be rare and desirable. One famous and highly sought-after 1984 variety is the double die obverse. While most DDO examples are from the Philadelphia Mint, some 1984 D coins also show strong doubling on Lincoln's ear and eye. Coins graded by PCGS or NGC get higher premiums. A certified MS-67 1984 D penny could bring top dollar from serious collectors. Recently, high-grade 1984 D Lincoln cents sold for as much as $898.064, and experts believe values may rise as fewer mint condition examples remain in circulation. Want to know if you're sitting on a goldmine? Here's what to douse a magnifying glass or jeweler's loupe to inspect Lincoln's ear and lettering for doubling. Look for mint errors like misaligned dies, lamination issues, or struck through grease. Weigh your penny. It should be 2.5 grams. If it's heavier, you might have an error or transitional metal piece. Compare it with known examples online or in coin catalogs. If it looks promising, send it to PCGS or NGC for grading. A professional grade can multiply its value many times. Let's talk dollars. As of the latest data, the current market value for a high-grade 1984 D Lincoln cent ranges from $50 to $898.064, depending on condition, certification, and demand. A certified MS-67 1984 D penny sold recently for over $875 on a major auction platform. Collectors are always watching these coins due to their age, rarity in top grades, and fascinating error potential. In coin shows and online markets like eBay, Etsy, and heritage auctions, this penny is attracting serious attention. If you find one in your collection, you could be holding on to a valuable piece of American numismatic history. Join local coin clubs or online communities to learn more and trade smartly. So the next time you're handed change at the store or going through your old coin jar, take a closer look. That 1984 D Lincoln penny might just change your financial future. This is more than just a cent, it's a piece of history, a collector's dream, and maybe even a hidden treasure. If you found this video interesting, educational, or exciting, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to RF Coins, your #1 place for coin values, hidden rarities, and numismatic news. Drop a comment below if you've ever found a rare penny. We'd love to hear your story. Thanks for watching, and as always, happy hunting! could be worth hundreds of dollars. Yes, you heard that right. In this video, we're diving deep into the incredible story, value, and secrets of the 1994 Lincoln penny, a coin that might just be hiding in your change jar, your piggy bank, or even stuck between your couch cushions. This copper-coated marvel has surprised collectors with its rising value in the coin market, and today we're revealing why this coin is so special, how much it's worth, and what key details to look out for. Stick around till the end because we'll also talk about error coins, rare mint varieties, grading insights, and how you can check if your 1994 penny is one of the few worth a lot of money. So hit that subscribe button, tap the notification bell, and let's dig into the hidden world of small change with RF coins. History of the Lincoln cent and the 1994 penny. Let's take it back to the beginning. The Lincoln cent was first minted in 1909, introduced to celebrate the 100th birthday of Abraham Lincoln. Designed by Victor David Brenner, this was the first U.S. coin to feature a real person. For over a century, the Lincoln penny has become the most circulated and recognized coin in American history. Fast forward to 1994, the year when the Denver Mint struck a staggering 7,131,765,000 Lincoln pennies. Yes, over 7 billion. That's a massive number, which makes many people think the 1994 penny is common. But here's where it gets interesting. Not all 1994 pennies are created equal. There are unique varieties, die errors, and high-grade coins that make some of these seemingly ordinary pennies worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars in today's market. Current market value, 1994 Lincoln PNNY. Now let's talk money, the part we all love. The average 1994 Lincoln penny in circulated condition is worth 1 cent, of course. But when you start looking at higher grade coins, especially those that have been professionally graded by services like PCGS or NGC, the story changes. According to recent listings, certain rare and pristine 1994 Lincoln pennies have even been appraised at $.898.064 in current market estimates, nearly $1 for a single penny. That's a return of 89,800% on face value. This makes the 1994 penny not just a piece of copper-plated zinc, it's a hidden investment, a slice of American history, and a true numismatic gem. Rare varieties and errors. Look for. You don't need a million coins to strike gold, you just need to know what to look for. Here are some rare varieties and errors in the 1994 Lincoln penny series that could make your coin valuable. Double die obverse, check Lincoln's eye, nose, and the word liberty. If there's noticeable doubling, your coin could be worth hundreds. Center strike, if the design is misaligned and part of it is missing, this error can go for $50 to $250 plus, depending on severity. BAE error, look between the letters B and E in Liberty for a tiny vertical die break. A popular collectible variety, die cracks and cuds. These raised lines or blobs show up from die damage and make coins unique. Collectors love them. Wrong planchet, a penny struck on a dime or foreign coin planchet is extremely rare and can sell for thousands of dollars. Always use a 10x jeweler's loupe or a digital microscope to examine your coins closely. So, what's pushing up the value of the 1994 penny in the collector's world? Several reasons: social media and YouTube awareness. Channels like RF Coins help people realize their change might be hiding treasure. Tips for collectors and beginners: keep your 1994 pennies in holders or flips if they look promising. Is your penny worth a fortune? So the next time you come across a 1994 Lincoln penny, don't ignore it. It might look like every other cent, but it could be worth more than you think. Check for condition, inspect for errors, and compare it with current auction results. You could be holding onto a tiny piece of treasure with a big price tag. Brain knowledge is money, and now that you know what to look for, it's time to check your change. Movie camera. Stay tuned for more coin stories, collector secrets, and hidden gems in your pocket, only here on RF Coins. Thumbs up if you found this video helpful, give us a big like, drop your thoughts or questions in the comments, and subscribe for more videos on coin values, US mintage history, and rare collectible finds. Loudspeaker. This is RF Coins, and remember, every coin tells a story, some are just worth a lot more. Today, we're diving deep into the copper-colored world of a little coin that could be hiding a big secret in your pocket change. Yes, we're talking about the 1996 Lincoln penny, a coin many overlook, but few truly understand. Loudspeaker, stay with us till the end, because you might just discover that a simple coin in your change jar could be worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars. So get ready as we explore the full history, hidden rarities, mint errors, and true market value of the 1996 Lincoln cent. Let's get started. Scene transition, vintage photos of Abraham Lincoln, the Lincoln Memorial, and the 1996 minting year in bold gold text. Studio microphone narrator, the Lincoln cent has a long and proud history. First issued in 1909, this coin was created to honor the 100th birthday of President Abraham Lincoln. Designed by Victor David Brenner, the Lincoln penny became one of the most iconic and longest-running coins in U.S. history, but fast forward to 1996, a year that may seem ordinary, yet the pennies minted that year tell a story of change, scarcity, and for some, incredible value. Round Pushpin Chapter 1, The Basics of the 1996 Lincoln Penny. Studio microphone narrator. The 1996 Lincoln penny was struck by the U.S. Mint in three main locations: Philadelphia Mint, no mint mark; Denver Mint, marked with a D; San Francisco Mint. Proof versions, marked with an S. Most of these coins were mass-produced for circulation, but there are certain factors that make a few of them rare and valuable. Money Bag Chapter 2, What makes the 1996 penny valuable? Studio microphone narrator. Now let's get to the exciting part, value. A standard 1996 penny in worn condition is still worth, well, a penny. But here's where things get interesting. Some rare mint errors, high-grade specimens, and unique proof strikes are worth far more than face value. Let's look at the market right now. The highest recorded sale for a perfect mint state 1996 Lincoln penny came in at $898.064, that's right, nearly $900 for a single cent. And it doesn't stop there. Magnifying glass tilted left Chapter 3, Errors that make you rich. Studio microphone narrator. Some of the most sought-after 1996 pennies include double die obverse, DDO, Lincoln's face and the date appear doubled. Off-center strike, a part of the design is missing, and the coin looks cut off. BIE error, a small die crack between the B and E in Liberty, forming what looks like an I. Die clash marks, ghostly outlines from the reverse appear on the obverse, or vice versa. Repunched mint mark, RPM, particularly found on Denver minted coins. These types of coins can sell for hundreds, even thousands, depending on grade and rarity. Camera with flash, show close-up footage of actual error examples, label each one clearly. Chart increasing. Chapter 4, Current market value. Studio microphone narrator. Let's talk numbers. As of today's coin market analysis, here's the general value range for 1996 Lincoln pennies. Circulated condition, normal where 1 cent, $0.10 uncirculated, MS60, MS65 50 cents, $10 mint state, MS66, MS68 RD $50, $300 plus rare errors / varieties. $100 to over $898.064. That's a massive leap in value just for condition and uniqueness. The key here is quality, preservation, and I appeal, pushpin. Remember, collectors pay top dollar for coins that are certified by grading services like PCGS or NGC, especially when labeled as red, RD, indicating fresh copper luster. Brain Chapter 5, How to find or sell one. Studio microphone narrator. So now you're probably asking, how do I know if I have a valuable one? Here's what to do: inspect every 1996 penny you find with a magnifying glass, look for doubling, unusual marks, and off-center strikes. Compare it with known varieties from trusted sources like PCGS, NGC, or Variety Vista. If it looks promising, get it graded, sell it on eBay, heritage auctions, or great collections, where rare coins get top dollar bids. Mantelpiece clock. Chapter 6, Why the 1996 penny is gaining interest. Studio microphone narrator. Collectors are turning their eyes to modern pennies, and 1996 is on the rise. Why? Because as more collectors complete Lincoln cent sets, coins in high-grade conditions become scarcer and more desirable. With time, even today's common pennies could turn into tomorrow's treasures. And let's not forget, some proof versions from the San Francisco Mint are absolute stunners, struck with deep cameo contrast, making them highly collectible for modern coin enthusiasts. Television. Chapter 7, Final thoughts. Should you save your 1996 pennies? Studio microphone narrator. Absolutely. The 1996 Lincoln penny is more than just a 1-cent coin. It's a piece of American history, a potential hidden gem, and a symbol of how even small things can hold big value. So check your jars. Search those coin rolls. Look inside your drawers. Because the next time you find a 1996 penny, it just might be worth much more than a cent. And if you ever come across a rare error or MS-68 red penny, consider yourself lucky. Because you could be holding on to a coin worth over $898.064. Closing scene, montage of coin collectors examining coins, auction houses, close-up of 1996 penny spinning slowly, studio microphone narrator, excited tone. Thanks for watching RF Coins, where coins aren't just currency, they're a journey into history, rarity, and value. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the 1996 Lincoln penny, don't forget to white heavy checkmark, like white heavy checkmark, subscribe white heavy checkmark, hit that bell icon white heavy checkmark, share this with other collectors, drop a comment below if you've ever found a rare penny in your pocket. We love hearing your stories. Until next time, keep collecting, keep hunting, and keep watching RF Coins, where every coin tells a story. Today, we're diving deep into the 2004 Lincoln penny. Yes, the Denver minted copper-plated zinc coin that may seem ordinary, but hold on, because the truth is, this little cent could be worth a lot more than you think. Sit tight, grab your magnifying glass, and let's uncover why this 2004 Lincoln penny is creating waves in the coin collecting world today. Studio microphone section 1. Historical background. Let's roll back the clock. The year is 2004. Facebook was just launched. The final episode of Friends aired on TV, and while the world moved fast, the U.S. Mint was quietly striking millions of Lincoln pennies. The 2004 Lincoln penny was produced at the Denver Mint, which is identified by the small D mint mark beneath the date. Now, this penny is part of the Lincoln Memorial Series, minted from 1959 to 2008. It features Abraham Lincoln on the obverse, the same design by Victor D. Brenner used since 1909. The Lincoln Memorial on the reverse, a design by Frank Gasparo that highlights the monument in stunning detail, even showing Lincoln's statue. If you look closely, over 3.4 billion of these 2004 cents were struck. Yes, billions. So what makes this coin special? Why should you care? Because despite its common appearance, certain versions and errors of this penny are worth hundreds, even thousands, of dollars. Money bags section 2. The value BRAKDOW and the current collector market value of a regular 2004 Lincoln penny in circulated condition is typically between 1 to 5 cents. But, here comes the exciting part, coins that are in mint state, especially with a grade of MS-65 or higher, can fetch a significant premium. A mint state 67 red, MS-67RD, example of the 2004 penny has sold at auction for up to $150 or more, depending on appeal and demand. And here's the shocker. The current reported market spike has valued certain rare error versions of this coin at up to $898.064. That's right, almost $900 for a single penny. Let that sink in. Magnifying glass tilted left section 3, rare error. Varieties to look for. What makes a 2004 penny valuable isn't just the date, it's the errors and variations. Here's what to check for. Double die obverse. DDO. Look closely at the date and the word Liberty. If they appear doubled, you might have a rare find worth big bucks. Off-center strike. Coins that are struck off-center, especially by more than 10%, can be worth $50 to $200 plus depending on how dramatic the error is. Clipped planchet. This error results in a coin with a missing section of metal. These oddities can fetch $100 or more depending on condition and shape. Broad strike or die breaks. Cuts. These errors create unusual, deformed edges or extra raised metal, highly collectible and valuable. BE error. A small die crack between the B and E in Liberty that looks like the letter I. These quirky coins have their own niche fanbase and can sell for $10 to $50. Don't underestimate the power of a good loop and sharp eyes. Collectors across the US are pulling valuable 2004 pennies straight from pocket change, old jars, and coin rolls. Bar chart section 4. Current market trend. The value of the 2004 penny has increased significantly in recent years. particularly in 2024 and 2025. Coin grading services like PCGS and NGC have reported rising submissions for this year and mint mark. Proving there's growing interest, many collectors are now paying top dollar for red-toned, high-grade specimens, especially those with clear error types. At auction, coins with verified errors are being bought by enthusiasts and investors who believe their value will continue to climb. In today's market, some rare examples are now listed and even sold for over $898.064 depending on condition and demand. That's almost 90,000 times the face value. Brain Section 5. How to check your PNNY. Wanna know if your 2004 D penny is one of the lucky ones? Follow these simple steps. Look for the D mint mark below the date. Confirm it's Denver minted. Check the color. Red is best. Use a 10x loupe or microscope to check for doubling or cracks. Weigh the coin. Standard weight is about 2.5 grams. Heavier or lighter? Might be a planchet error. Submit it to a grading service like PCGS or NGC if you think it's special. It could be the best dollar you ever invest. Package Section 6. Coin collecting tips from RF at RF Coins. We always say, every coin has a story. Every penny has potential. Here are a few bonus tips. Always check your change, especially rolls from the bank. Store coins in airtight holders or 2x2 cardboard flips to protect them. Avoid touching coins with your fingers. Use cotton gloves. Keep an eye on coin forums and auction sites. See what people are buying, and most importantly, never overlook a Lincoln penny. Some of the rarest coin finds in U.S. history came from people just like you. Flipping through everyday change. Party Popper OUTRO. Final THOUGHTS. The 2004 D Lincoln penny might just be a common coin to most, but to collectors, it could be a ticket to a small fortune. Whether it's a double die, a dramatic off-center strike, or just a super high-grade specimen, the value is real. So next time you see a penny on the ground, don't walk past it, pick it up, check the date, and remember, it could be worth nearly $900. Smash that like button if you learned something new. Mobile phone with arrow. Subscribe to RF Coins for more hidden treasures, expert coin advice, and market updates every week. Brain, drop a comment below. Have you found a rare 2004 D penny? Let's talk. Until next time, stay sharp, keep collecting, and remember, every penny counts, especially in the world of RF coins. Money bag. Today, we dive deep into the incredible world of the 2012 D Lincoln penny, a coin that might just be hiding in your pocket change right now, quietly carrying a value far greater than 1 cent. So sit back, relax, and let's uncover the hidden story, the rarity, the history, and the stunning market value of the 2012 D Lincoln penny that's turning heads in the numismatic community today. Introducing the 2012 D Lincoln PNNY. In 2012, the United States Mint in Denver struck hundreds of millions of Lincoln pennies, specifically, the 2012 D version. The D mint mark on the obverse side of the coin represents Denver. At first glance, this might seem like your typical modern penny, featuring the familiar bust of President Abraham Lincoln on the front, and the Union shield on the reverse, but not all 2012 D Lincoln pennies are created equal. Some hold secrets, rare errors, unique qualities, and stunning conditions that make them worth much more than just 1 cent. Let's travel back and understand why this humble copper-plated zinc coin has gained such attention in the coin collecting world. The history of the Lincoln CNT. The Lincoln cent was first introduced in 1909 to celebrate the 100th birthday of President Abraham Lincoln. It became the first U.S. coin to feature a real historical figure. Over the decades, it has gone through several design changes, from the wheat ear reverse to the Lincoln Memorial and finally, in 2010, to the Union Shield reverse, symbolizing Lincoln's preservation of the Union during the Civil War. By 2012, the new shield design had already become familiar, but collectors began noticing certain 2012 D coins showing extraordinary characteristics. Rare varieties and errors. Look for. Here's where things get really interesting. If you're lucky enough to find one of the error coins from 2012 D, you could be holding onto a piece worth dozens, hundreds, or even thousands of dollars. Let's break down the top errors and varieties. 1. Double die obverse, DDO. Some 2012 D pennies feature a doubling of the letters in Liberty or the date 2012. These errors occur during the minting process and are highly collectible. A strong DDO in mint state can fetch up to $50 to $150 or more, depending on the severity. Point 2. Off-center strikes. Off-center errors occur when the coin blank isn't properly centered in the press. A dramatic off-center strike showing 50% or more of the blank planchet could sell for $100 to $300 depending on I appeal. Point 3. Die cracks and cuds. Die cracks or small raised lines on the coin surface, especially those forming cuds, where parts of the design are missing, are prized by collectors. These errors are subtle but sought after, fetching $10 to $75 or more. Point 4. High-grade uncirculated coins, MS67 and above, even without errors, 2012, D pennies in mint state condition, that's coins with perfect, untouched surfaces, graded MS67 or higher, can sell for $25 to $200 depending on demand and population. Market value of the 2012 D Lincoln penny. So, what's the current market looking like for the 2012 D Lincoln penny? Let's talk numbers. As of today's latest pricing from coin auctions and collectors markets, a circulated 2012 D Lincoln penny typically goes for face value, unless it's a known error or high-grade example. But here's the shocker. In auctions, some certified 2012 D Lincoln cents in MS68 red condition have sold for up to $400 or more. The average market value for rare varieties and errors ranges between $15 and $300, depending on rarity, grade, and I appeal. And the estimated collector's peak value, if you're lucky enough to find a top-tier coin, stands at an impressive $898.064, nearly a full dollar for a 1-cent coin. That's right, a coin minted for just a penny could be worth almost $1 or even more in collector value. And if you find a rare double die, or an MS69 version, the price might skyrocket far beyond that. What makes these pennies valuable? So why the sudden interest? Here's what makes certain 2012 D Lincoln pennies truly valuable: low surviving population in top-grade rare mint errors and die variety, strong demand from collectors building registry sets, attractive red luster and minimal blemishes, authenticity confirmed by grading companies like PCGS and NGC. If you're a coin collector, or even a beginner who loves the idea of treasure hunting through pocket change or rolls from the bank, the 2012 D Lincoln penny should absolutely be on your radar. Tips for Collectors. If you're wondering how to find one of these valuable coins, here are some practical tips. Coin roll hunting. Get rolls of pennies from your local bank and hunt through them for shiny red 2012 DS or error coins. Use a loupe. A 10x magnifying glass will help you spot doubling, die cracks, and other key details. Store properly. If you find a potential gem, store it in a 2x2 coin flip or capsule to protect its surface. Consider grading. For coins in perfect condition, sending them to PCGS or NGC for authentication and grading can significantly boost their market value. CONCLUSO and the 2012 D Lincoln penny may seem ordinary, but it carries the potential to surprise, inspire, and reward those who look closely. From stunning mint errors to ultra-high-grade examples, this penny has proven to be one of the most underrated treasures of modern coinage. So check your change, inspect your coin rolls, and always stay curious. You never know when you might uncover a penny worth a fortune. And remember, you heard it here first, on RF Coins, where every coin has a story, and every story could lead to a treasure. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the 2012 D Lincoln penny, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you never miss an upload from RF Coins. We bring you the rare, the valuable, and the hidden gems of the coin world every single week. Thanks for watching, and until next time, keep collecting, keep searching, and keep believing in the value of every coin. RF Coins, where history, value, and passion come together.